So we're gonna be doing inspection of the GI tract. So I'm gonna wash my hands, nice and clean. Patient laying down on their back. So first we're gonna start off with inspection, and then we're just gonna be looking for the shape, any stretch marks or bruising or any scars. So then after inspection, we're gonna look at the 4 quadrants. So still on inspection, and that is broken up by the umbilicus. So we have upper right, upper left, lower left. And then we're going to start off with light palpation. And the big thing is to keep all fingers straight or together like that. And we're just going to go light and then make a little swirl. And we're just feeling for tenderness. And then after we do our light palpation, we're gonna go into a deeper palpation. That's to feel for masses. So for that, we're gonna have our hands on top of each other like this, and it's gonna be pressing a little deeper and the same movement and the swirls. And I don't know if I said before, we were feeling for masses with that. Now we're gonna go into our auscultations, and we're gonna be listening for any bowel sounds. And we're gonna use the bell side. When I'm listening here, I'm gonna be going into each quadrant. So I'm just gonna be going through each quadrant. There, I didn't hear anything irregular, but if I weren't to hear any bowel sounds, I would continue for another 5 minutes until I do. But I heard them there, so we're good on that. We're gonna go into special palpations. Let me put this in here. So we're gonna go into special palpations, and first off, we're gonna feel for the liver. And how we could start off by doing that is we're gonna put our hands together, and we're gonna go back and up, and ideally, so if this is the liver, you're gonna slide down on it, and then when you come back up, you'll bump into it and you'll feel it. So we're gonna start off with that way first. I'm gonna go on the other side so you can see. So I didn't feel it then, but that's good, because if I did, that would mean it's enlarged. So good for Fig, it's not enlarged. I'm gonna try to come back over here for the next technique. So for the next one, I'm gonna put my hand under his ribs, lift up, and then push to get under. And then I'm gonna ask him to take a deep breath. And when he does that, the diaphragm will push the liver down, and then hopefully it'll bump into my hand. And I'm gonna remove my hand before he exhales, so it doesn't hurt him. take a deep breath. So I felt it with that, so that was good. But if I didn't feel it, I think it's called the hook technique. It reminds me of like the scap movement, like where you get under and you grab it under his rib cage, and then have him breathe in, and then same thing with diaphragm, push down and push the liver into you. Next, we're gonna do percussion. Oh, special palpation, spleen. So for the spleen, same type of thing. You're gonna go grab under his ribs and lift up, and then push down, ask him to breathe in, and then push it down. So, breathe in. So I didn't feel anything there, but usually like you won't feel the spleen just because it's pretty far up there. So that's a good thing that I didn't feel it. All right, so percussion now. I'm just gonna go through the quadrants, making sure that I have my first joint down flat. So I'm doing it right. I can't see. I'm gonna go on the other side. And yeah, so that's the inspection of the GI tract. Whew.